Hello everyone, my name is Mark Fennell, and today I want to talk to you about the Charmed Reboot. The actual episode aired for the first time last night. I watched it. I knew it would be bad, but it's actually a lot worse than I could even imagine. I'm a big Charmed fan. I'm not going to go through the background of the details because you'll see that in another video. But I will say that I'm a huge Charmed fan, own all the DVDs, watch them regularly. And of course, this show has nothing to do with the original Charmed. I'm going to probably do multiple analysis videos because there's just so much to cover about what's wrong with this show. Some of it is really important to know what's wrong with this show. So let's dive right into it. First, bad acting. The actresses are really bad actors. I wondered if that was just, from the commercial, the preview commercial that was released just showed the bad scenes, but they're bad actors all the way around. And then I started to realize it's even more than that. They're not just bad actors. They are not mature individuals. It's quite amazing because I'm a former teacher, high school teacher, and even today I still do substitute teaching. I go in a couple times a week for the science classes and history classes because I enjoy doing that kind of thing. I enjoy interacting with the students. And I would have to say, the regular students, regular teenagers, not acting, just being, are far more mature than the actresses on this show. So it's not just they're bad acting. I really think they're not mature at all, which is a shame because most American teenagers are far more advanced than that. And you say, well, okay, it was just an acting thing. Well, look at acting abilities for many teenagers gone by. Ronnie Howard as Opie Taylor on the Andy Griffith Show. And I'm not sure what ages he started. What was it, 6, 7? He was quite believable, and he provided a lot of depth to his character. Far more depth at the age of 7 or 8 than these girls. You can pick up any show. Look at The Facts of Life. The girls were far more mature. And that came off in their characters and as their actresses, because as humans they were far more mature. Little House on the Prairie is a show that almost centers around the kids. And every one of those children they chose for the roles are quite mature. And you look at what each of them brought. Every single one of those young girls brought quite an emotional depth to their character, much more than these girls could. So it's not just bad acting. It's that these girls in this show do not have the emotional depth of a real human. I don't know what world they're living in, but they're really not. They're not anything close to what most teenagers are. I don't know. I don't know how this happened, but they don't have it. They don't have it, and they should definitely have not be cast in any major role. Okay? So that's a big thing right there. Get real humans. Go to local high school and pull 3 women out of that high school. You'll get far more mature presentation of the characters than you will from these 3 actresses. Okay? Now, let's talk about the fact that these 3 are evil witches. Okay, the charmed are supposed to be the good witches. In the original series, they are. By the time I finished watching this episode, it occurred to me, these three are the evil ones. They are truly evil. These three girls are not good humans. I'm talking about the characters now that they portray. They are not good humans. They are not good people. And they are not good witches. Not at all. You look at all of their behaviors throughout this entire first episode. This is exactly what you would portray if you want to portray the evil witch. You know, the evil stepmother, the evil witch in the animation of Disney's movies, or the evil witches even in some other type of science fiction show. These three women are evil. Evil. Very, very evil. Now, why do I say that? Just look at their behavior. Look at their behavior towards men. They harass men. They want to hurt men. They want to destroy the characters and reputations of men. It's all there word for word in that episode. I'm not making anything up. They are truly evil. Truly evil. So these are not good witches. And the only way this show can develop is if they decide to put that as a twist. And say, oh, these charmed ones really were turned to the dark side. And that's why they're so evil towards men. Because they really were manipulated by the dark energies. By the dark forces. So they were charmed, but now they were persuaded to work for the dark side. Then they can use that in their show. But they really are evil witches. And I'm sure as more episodes will be aired, I'm sure we will see that they are not nice people. They are not. Okay? Now let us talk about men. The original Charmed episodes with the original cast were very much real humans, real women, interested in men as relationships, and for the most part, whether they were women or men didn't matter because you could relate to them. Now, look at me. Do I look like a female? No. Do I look like some beta male? No. I'm a guy. All right? I'm an alpha intellectual guy. But I love the show. I love the original show. Okay? So if you're going to create a new series where you tell your audience that men are bad, you lose 50% of the population, which is men. Seriously. I might watch the show from time to time just for commentary, maybe to laugh at in ways that they weren't expecting you to laugh at. But really, there's nothing I can relate to this. In the original show, I related very much to Prue. I related very much to Piper. I related very much to Paige. They were women, didn't matter, I related to them. And then they had boyfriends. Some of their boyfriends I could relate to. Some of them I didn't. But it didn't matter. The whole idea that men were there just is a norm. So the women I could relate to just their personalities, whether they're men or women. And there were also men involved, treated as equals. That's how it should be. That's how life is. So this series is so anti-male. They're already going to lose 50% of the population through cutting off all the males. They'll probably lose, of the rating 50% that are women, they're probably going to lose another 40% because most women are not like the women in this show. Most women are real people who are more mature, who like dating and who like men. I mean, they don't have to be flowers. They have their own degrees and jobs. These real women in the real world. So you don't have to have women be flowers rescued by men, but you don't have to have women be anti-male and want to take out their machine guns and kill all of the male species. Right? I mean, really. Look at me. I am not a woman, but I love the original show. Okay? I am one of your audience. In the original series, we'll see about the new series. I don't believe in any of the characters. I'm just going to watch it for social commentary. But I don't relate to anybody. All right. I'm going to take a drink and get to a final important point. All right, let's talk about the big elephant in the room. Feminism gone mad. And particularly our new Supreme Court Justice, Brett Kavanaugh. Okay? Now, this show was filmed several months ago, but it just aired last night, and it was only last week that Brett Kavanaugh was finally confirmed. In the meantime, we had all this ridiculousness of false allegations of rape. Oh my gosh. So, the last line of the Charmed Reboot episode, compared to what just went on with Brett Kavanaugh, shows a very, very bad thing. It shows that the women really do make false allegations of rape. They really do make false allegations, and they really do destroy someone's character or their reputation, and they really don't care because they know that women will be believed over men. They said that in the very last line of the show. All right? Now, we've seen in the Duke lacrosse players who were accused and then finally revealed to be innocent. Hurt their reputation for a long time. This Brett Kavanaugh thing, there is plenty of evidence. You just go anywhere on the internet. There is documents, not just he said, she said, but documents of the kind of things that Miss Ford has said and done, proving that she is connected with the CIA, that the high school she went to is a place that committed more acts of drunkenness than the school Brett Kavanaugh went to. The school that she went to actually committed more racist activities, more vulgar activities, sexual predatory activities than any school you could ever imagine. There's documented evidence there that you can find on the internet. Not someone just typing in and making up. It's full documented evidence. Documented evidence that she was associated with the CIA. Documented evidence that she's taken part in the self-hypnosis of altered false memories. And of course, the funding from the other players of the Democratic Party, like Dan Feinstein, it's all there. I'm not making it up. There's tons of evidence. Other research has done it, proving that Ford, her allegations are completely false. And this entire several week was designed to destroy his reputation and prevent him from being appointed. Now, that was just last week. He was finally appointed. What did they say in this Charmed episode? Aside from the 3 women who destroyed the demon, there was one other male, non-witch, who watched it happen. And he said, well, should we do something to erase his memories? And the girl said, no. Let him talk. It's our word against his. Nobody will believe him. Now, in this case, in this film, it's about how there was a real witchcraft demon battle going on. But whether it's that or whether it's rape, false rape allegation. See, in the film, if that were to come out, the guy would say, there was a battle between witches and demons going on in the back room. Truth. And we all know it to be truth. The women say, nope, that's wrong. That's not what happened. So in the same thing where the guy says, I never raped that woman. I never touched her. Or that woman consented when we had sex and she was enjoying it. And the woman said, nope, that's not what happened. Even though it is what happened. So, you see, that goes on. And then they further say in the show, in this Charmed episode, it's also the word of 3 women versus 1 guy. Again, they're saying that 3 women can lie about a situation and be believed over 1 man. They admit it and are proud of it. That 3 women can be liars, complete liars, saying untruth in public. The 1 guy, male, says the truth. And society is structured where each woman is believed, and you have 3 eyewitnesses who must be believed because they're women, versus the guy who they say the guy always is in the wrong. You see how bad that is? That's horribly bad. We just went through several weeks of this with Justice Kavanaugh. It's horrid. It is really horrible. But see, that's what happens. Guys tell the truth. Males tell the truth more often than females. There are more false accusations of rape by females than there are true rape cases. You can look up all the statistics. They're there. Researchers have done it. Not just male researchers, female researchers have shown this. Yeah, women are supposed to be believed over men, even when women lie. 1 woman lies over a man, woman is supposed to be the truthful one. 3 women lie, oh, that's got to be more true, right? No. The opposite is true. And this episode just showed that that's exactly what they believe. The writers of this show just showed that the whole Duke Lacrosse, Brett Kavanaugh cases are exactly what they believe. Women lie for their own purposes. They will destroy a man, destroy a man's reputation, destroy a man's character, destroy everything. And they say, we'll get away with it. We'll get away with it because we have structured society. We have conditioned society for society to believe us women rather than the man. In this fictional film, it was a battle between wizards and a demon. But what they're really talking about is false allegations of rape. We can accuse you of anything. Go ahead. Say what you want. Say we're liars. Go ahead. Say we made the whole thing up. No one will believe you. They'll believe us. See, that is a serious problem. And that is the main reason why I wanted to make this video. Is because of that. And it's the main reason I'm going to continue watching the series and making comments on it, is because of that. I'll refute the last line in the first episode. Yeah. After Brett Kavanaugh case, men will be believed far more than women. We know you. We got your number, and you just admit it. You just admitted it, that you will lie in public and try to destroy a man's reputation. You admitted it. You admitted it. So, there are many more things wrong with this show, but those are the main first things that I want to get to. Thank you for watching very much.